attacks from spam links. When you see that there are many chains on the template, many chains of the PBN, that is an indicative of that this domain have been penalized. I believe use Spire domains works. The only way is to do the collaborations with influencers. No, don't stick to Google. I will say YouTube is a big one. Unique content must be something catchy for journalists.
Gen Zers tend to trust more influencers than their friends when it comes to recommendations.
We didn't got it as much as we wanted. I will choose Telegram. I think this is a big mistake. A script made it by AI, which it can tell you when someone do any mention from you, crypto as a deposit method, and don't be stuck into get traffic from Google.
Wondering which domains are winning right now? Now you don't have to wonder, nor do the work to find out. We research, test, and identify the trends for you before they peak. New release every week, limited inventory. Subscribe to all these trends now. Hello everyone, we're back with Odys Podcast. My name is Aneta Semkov. And I'm super excited because my guest today is Jessica Lopez Ruiz. Hi, Jessica. How are you?
Aneta.
I'm so honored that you joined me today because I know it's your first on-camera appearance.
Yes, I'm so glad to be here and excited at the same time.
So why is iGaming considered such a difficult niche? What makes it so hard?
It's just really highly competitive niche.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yes, this is what makes, for operators or for affiliate marketing, is just a highly, really competitive niche.
So what skills do you need in order to get into iGaming? What are the most important ones, in your opinion?
Well, I think you have to be open, willing to learn. And you have to be curious about this. To have a base in a gaming always is good because it's like when you go inside a company, it's good to know how the company works. So, for example, now that I changed and I am not working for the operator anymore, I'm working in affiliate market, I can see how there are many differences. So I think it's good always to have this base in knowledge in techniques that they use, in words that they use, their vocabulary, how work the system of a casino, online casino. So yeah, I think all of this is important. I'll also just try, and depends on the department, it will be easier or not, I think so.
So what do you like the most about being in iGaming?
Oh, I think, well, yes, that's true. You have many good benefits. Honestly, there are good companies outside that bring you the opportunity to be working in a good environment where you are doing team events almost every month. You are getting vouchers to go to the gym. You are getting other flexibility at work that perhaps you don't have in another kind of companies.
Okay.
So that is something that really like. But of course, is the chances you got to try new strategies, new SEO strategies that you don't try in another niches.
Yeah.
It's like it puts you in a way that you have to open a bit your mind and try perhaps other tactics that usually you don't try when you have a small e-commerce, for example.
So what are the most exciting trends in iGaming SEO this year?
There are many exciting news in the age of SEO and iGaming. I think it's gonna make a big impact. AI is already making, and also it's going to continue making change because it's going to change the way of how, for example, clients contact with the customer support, how they fix their problems, their issues, because things like, for example, closure an account, it will be more automatic. Bonus abuser will be more automatic, things like that. So it will take in control AI about all these things. Also, the rise of crypto. crypto as a deposit method is going in this direction. So I think more and more operator has to start to do certain modifications and start to be more on this loop of cryptocurrency. What else? We have some changes in markets, I will say. We have raised more and more markets they are opening, but they have some change in regulation. Like, for example, Ontario will have its own self-exclusion program, like it has Sweden or New Zealand. So these kind of things, they are moving in in a different way.
Yeah, so as you said, AI dominates in general, and you're interested in it, being at the conference and in iGaming as well. So can you give us more examples of how you can leverage AI in iGaming?
Okay. Well, as SEO, I will say as SEO using AI, you can use in many ways, of course, to go scrape, create a nice script. Also, it's really good. So you can create a script, adapt this script to what are your needs, and using them. Like, for example, if I want to see. I saw something in the conference that I really like it. A script made it by AI, which it can tell you when someone do any mention from you or any link, So usually sometimes this is what's happening in casino, no? That the people use your content from a PR campaign, but they don't mention you.
Yes.
So with this script, you can get this mention. Sometimes you can use Ahrefs, but it's not working very well.
So is it like for monitoring the mentions, and then you can reach out?
Exactly. So you can reach out, try your luck, and say, hey, link to me. Perhaps happen, perhaps not. Yeah. But you can monitoring the process of your campaign doing this. So basically, this is a good tool. This is a good use, a use way to use AI. You can use AI nowadays in different ways. To use specifically for iGaming, I will say what I mentioned, like to adapt the system, to use more and more this chatbot that can do all the process by itself. So you don't have to go and have an agent just to do small things. You can do an agent, a person's developing different tasks, but higher tasks, low-level tasks like request KYC. It is the typical the documentation that you need to register in a casino. You can do it by AI, things like that. So I think this is the way we are moving, to try to develop faster the process. And to increase the use of AI in our favor in iGaming.
And how about for the search, AI search? Do you think iGaming brands should think about getting into the results from the LLMs?
Yes, of course. I mean, actually, I think we have to open our mind and don't be stuck into get traffic from Google, because I think this is a big mistake. We have to go and open other sources, like it can be Reddit, YouTube, because nowadays I'm seeing even myself. I get my phone and I ask AI. I don't go to Google. I ask AI because I want a fast answer and I want perhaps something specific in this moment. And I don't want even to write down.
Yes.
So I'm walking the street. You do the same. Yes. Okay, so Okay, perfect. So if I am doing this and I am SEO, imagine a lot of people is doing the same. So we have to try to move in this direction. We have to optimize our keywords based on this and try to optimize our job, our work based on where we want to move forward, where we want to, who we want to reach, which people, the people that is in Reddit, the people that is in YouTube. So we try to move to the different areas and try to optimize as much as possible for us to appear on these areas.
So how do you appear in LLM search results? What do you have to do? What do casinos have to do to show up in the results?
Snippets is quite good. So to have snippets is good, but as a casino sometimes is quite difficult. I think it's important that, for example, you can try with tactics like to hire influencer and to get a promotion in Twitch. I think that could be helpful for your brand. It will give you brand awareness. Also, it can bring you a link. So it will be nice.
And brand mention so that you can appear in the
Exactly,
LLM.
brand awareness will be perfect. You will get mentioned and also the links, good. Other platform, it can be YouTube. What happens sometimes, since we are talking about casino, some platforms are more regulated than another one.
Yes, exactly.
You know? Other thing that you can do is to use tools to scrape the content and to use topic people talk. So, for example, you can use Redactive tool to scrape Reddit. And what you do is like basically you go, you write the topic you want to talk, and you see what they are talking to people. So you get keyword from there, you see what is interesting for the public, and you can write content about it.
So which platforms are easier to publish operator-related content? Are there ones that are harder and easier to get?
I will say Reddit, for example, it was, but I realized that it penalized certain content. So it's not as good as I thought. I will say Twitch is good for what I mentioned, for influencer. Related to casino, I mean, you will not have problems about video games, but related to casino, yes, I think Twitch could be a good platform, mostly. Facebook, same problem. Facebook will go, your post will go down. I think it's, You can add ads in Instagram. I saw many of them, and even I saw fake advertisements. It was really funny. Because with AI, what they did, it was to put famous, like playing casino, and it was not true. It was fake, the advertisements, but they did. Not sure if it will work or not. When I say they did the competitors that I saw. But yes, it's what I saw and what I tried. So far, Twitch is what I can confirm.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about TikTok? Would you think about that as a channel, one of the channels?
It's one of the channels, but till now, I think TikTok the people use for more personal things, more than videos about casino or
Because I think in the context of the influencers, a lot of them show up on TikTok.
Yes, it's true. I mean, TikTok is strong, it's a good source. But I am not sure about if it's for casino. I have to still try, but you have to go until you have a minimum of followers, good profile. And to get into this, you need plenty of time. And usually when you are working in casino, also you try to get reactive campaigns with everything, like try to get result as short as possible. It's good sometimes to get to long term, but as I say, it's a really competitive niche. And if you want to be in the head as much as possible on top, you have to do things that work almost instantly, almost at the moment. So, okay, you can have results in 6 months, but not for everything.
Yes.
So it's better if you have result in short period of time. So for that reason, I think TikTok, until you get on this, you will need time.
It takes too much time.
So Twitter, I don't know, Twitter, yes, can be useful, but I will say if I have to choose social media, before this one, I will choose Telegram.
Oh, yes.
Because there are many groups in Telegram. I will say that it can be better. Yeah, it can be work better. Yeah, can work better. Yeah.
And with influencers, is it actually easy or hard to get them to promote casinos? Because that is a controversial topic.
Yeah.
Sometimes. How is your experience with that?
I would say that it's not that it's not only that perhaps it's a little bit hard, okay, it's true, but yeah, at the end you have a contract with this person.
Yeah.
But you know what is hard also?
What?
That they understand what you want to do. Because sometimes, you know, you just want to say like, say something natural. Don't just, you know, just interrupt stop what you are doing and you just put, casino here. No, try to make it look as natural as possible. Try to do it in a time zone, you know, that you can have more people seeing you. When you have your peak spike of people, you know, watching you, try to do it. So sometimes it's like, it's hard, the communication is hard to understand each other, what you want. But so far I would say that, yeah, I mean, it's to find people who can do it, it's also difficult, depending on the market. Because if, for example, I want an influencer, a Spanish influencer, and I have to find a Spanish influencer, I need one, you know, on this market specific that is a video game player, perhaps has more than 10K followers, who knows?
Yes.
And, you know, and it's going to be a little bit hard. It depends of our requirements. But yes, you can find. We found, we did. It was okay. We tried. Yeah, we didn't. We expect more, and we didn't got it as much as we wanted. But in terms of gets traffic, for example. But yeah, it was something that we try at least.
Okay, so based on that trial, would you repeat that? Was it worth it, or would you rather not?
I think I will repeat in a different way. I will repeat for a different market and with another requirement from the influencer to the influencer. Sorry.
Yeah. So the requirements are really important, right? That communication and the preparation.
Exactly. So I think we have to improve in the requirements, and yes, I will decide to move to another market with another requirement. So I think it will be it can work. Yeah. I would like to do this strategy again, to be honest. I think it's another way to find this brand recognition, and it's important because I think the future going in this way.
Yeah, and it seems that buyers' behavior is changing, and more of them actually tend to trust influencers. I've seen one of the studies that shared that Gen Zers tend to trust more influencers than their friends when it comes to recommendations.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this is the newest trend. So it might pay off in the future, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So actually, when we're talking about trust, iGaming operators have sometimes bad reputation, and because of that, it's difficult to get quality links. What are your strategies to acquire good quality links?
My strategy is mostly to have a unique content. It must be something catchy for journalists, you know, something that there is not in any guest post, something that call their attention, that really, really blind their mind, like in the way that, okay, this is good content, I like it, I don't see this, it's not the typical guest post. Also, I like the technique of to do link instruction, because if there's an article that is already ranking for keywords and it has traffic, it's a good way to insert your link there and get it, no? So basically, this guest post, this and with PR campaigns. So PR campaigns bring you the opportunity to create unique content, again, something different and something that is going to be visual. So it's going to have more options of being published at the same time that it's going to be good for your brand, and it's going to return to you getting links from sites that in another way perhaps you cannot get, but will bring you the trustworthy that you need.
Will that bring you also traffic?
Yes, could be. Yes. Yes, definitely.
What are the best sources for traffic in iGaming?
The best sources for traffic now is a variety of sources. Before the answer was Google. Now it's like, no, don't stick to Google. I will say YouTube is a big one. YouTube, Google, on social media, and there include Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok and Reddit. I include, but all these social media at the end they have their small percentage.
Yes.
But you can get traffic from there. For that reason, it's good to optimize your content and your backlinks for them, not only stick to Google.
Yeah, so you have to diversify.
Yes, definitely.
Much more work than in the past.
Yes. It's crazy. I've been in a gaming industry for 6 years, and I've been working as a CEO for a short period of time, like 3 years. And I'm seeing plenty of change. So when I speak with friends from all school, no, it's like you are saying now change. Imagine us, it's a big change. Links are working. They ask me, like in a funny way, because they know that I am mostly on this part. And the links are still working, of course, but we are changing a lot, and also the way how the traffic is working. For that reason, I say not stick in stuck on Google. Just diversify your traffic.
Yes, and how do you get links that your competition doesn't have?
The only way is to do the collaborations with influencers. It's a good way. If you do the collaboration with influencers, and if you try another strategies, like if it can be PR campaigns, but nowadays I think everybody is trying to do PR campaigns because we know that it's working. I will say that any kind of a strategy that you see that is not really going into famous, you could try. Yeah, definitely. Even to do a YouTube channel and try from there. Yes, it will work. It will work that you try your own brand on the different platforms.
Okay. Yeah. So what do you do to boost a site's visibility fast? What are your techniques for that?
What I do to boost them? Okay. Well, I did something in the past. I'm not sure if it will work right now. But what I did in the past, it was to create a brand protection site. Mostly is to create a second website that will dominate SERPs. And it will bring you brand awareness. It will also to, it will also to reinforce your keywords against keyword hijacking. So I think this can work for brand, to boost your brand. So basically you have your main domain and you get another domain using your branded keywords. And of course, you add content, not the same content that you have in your main domain. And after you add links to your main domain. So it's a way to boost, your brand on SERPs.
And have you used expired domains or H domains to speed up the process?
Yes, I believe it works. I believe use expired domains works. Even when some people are against of this practice, I think it still works. So it's good to use them. You have to take in consideration a few things. I believe an SEO depends on what you want to do. You have to do your approach. So if I want a PBN to use as a redirect, so I will get a PBN that has branded keywords, no keywords that they are not related to the domain.
Yes.
Okay. So if I want a PBN to do, I don't know, just a guest post, a normal guest post. Okay. So where I'm gonna do the guest post in the homepage. Okay. So I want a PBN that has all the backlinks pointing to the homepage. Actually, Usually it's like that. You try to get PBNs that all the links are pointing to the homepage to make it grow. So I think it's depending of what you are looking for. You have to choose the path. But I think I am using them, and I'm gonna continue using them because I'm seeing results. So I like it how it goes with it.
But it can be tricky to work with expired domains, right? You really have to be careful because there might be sites that had previous Google penalties whose backlink profile can be spammy.
Yeah.
What do you check before?
Many things. I'm seeing like this, and it looks like it's a short job, but no.
So what's your due diligence process for that?
Okay. Well, first I will say I will try to get a domain that is at least 5 years in the market. Okay, so it has a history of 5 years. In these 5 years, I will see if it changed. If it was, for example, I don't know, related to hairdresser, and after change, the topic changed, the template changed, and it was not related to hairdresser anymore. It was related to something else. I will say, okay, they bought this domain, they make up, and after they are selling it. So perhaps they have any kind of penalization. So that's good. When you see that there are many chains on the template, many chains on the PBN, that is indicative of that could be that this domain have been penalized.
Okay.
Also, you can see it like this, and you can see it in the Wayback Machine. You can check how was the content before. This is one of the things. Another thing is that I try to check which kind of links they have. For example, for me, it's important to get links, high quality links from what I mean as high quality domains, but of course from domains that I know I cannot get in my way. So it's like I'm trying to get them from this way. I cannot. Okay, I'm going from this way. For me, PBNs works like this. So at the end, this is my approach with them. And I think these two things are really, really important. If they have the certificate SSL, if I check many things actually. I want to know, of course, about which keywords they were ranking. I also see, which keywords are ranking, for which keywords, in which position, if it has traffic, no. And the topic, and the topic is also important. Depends on what you want to do, as I say, but imagine that I want to do a redirect. If I want to do a redirect, it should be a topic that match the domain that I want to redirect, things like that.
So where do you source for aged or expired domains? What are your go-to places? Where do you find them?
Well, there are many platforms that can help you to build good quality expired domains. Odys is one of them. So yes, I'm glad trying. But mostly this platform. Also, you can always search for domains, and it will come up and it will tell you if the domain is sold or not.
Oh, okay.
So that's also another possibility. Sometimes I do. If I want for a project, a specific project, like it can be the creation, the brand protection creation, I will do it in this way. Yeah.
Okay. So how important is brand protection in iGaming?
I think is everything. Before, perhaps not too much. Nowadays, it's moving in this direction. The future is coming with authority, brand recognition, and trustworthy. So I think, in my opinion, so I think it's really important because think about this. When you search sometimes, or you search for a product, or you search for a brand, usually it's like that. So if I want a cream for my hands, perhaps I'm looking for a specific cream, so I will search for the brand. So it is important and really, really important for iGaming and for any other niche.
So what are the worst negative tactics, negative SEO tactics that you had to deal in your experience within the iGaming niche?
Spam links, basically attacks from spam links. And this is happened to me and it's happened to many people working in this niche. I will say yes, that is definitely this. I receive spam link attacks.
And how do you deal with that?
This above, the only thing you can do is to go to Google Search Console and upload an Excel and disavow them, with all of them. What I usually do, check what they are, if they are to follow. I have from Telegram, but for example, from Telegram, they are not follow and they just come back.
Really?
Yes. And happened that's how I have a circle of friends in a game and it's like, hey, did you get this spam attack? Yes, I got no.
Really?
So we are,
everybody's getting them. Spamming
will
everyone.
not be you, no? Will not be you that you are something with this. No. But we are always talking about because it's normal to receive it. So if it's no follow, I don't pay attention for it. I control it because I usually run audit every month and I control it. But if it's do follow, then I disavow, I try. I also see if there is a correlativity between when I receive, because usually you see a spike, no? You are seeing the graphic of referring domain. Well, the graphic of referring domain usually is like that. And you just see a spike.
Yeah.
So in that moment you say, ooh, what's that? So when you go and say, bam, one day, 200 links.
Oh, goodness.
You take, okay, how is in time? I am still after 15 days I have them. After 1 month I have them. Let me see if I continue, with them or not.
But if you have so many spammy links, do you disavow them all at once? Or do you try to space it out? Because that can be risky as well. You can have problems with the link velocity, right? How do you deal with that?
Basically, I'm checking how much I have. If I have a list of 200, 300, I will put all of them in one. If I have more, I think I can upload until 500, no more. But we will see. Slowly is also good. But at the end, I don't want to be repeating the same thing all the time because, at the end, you're investing your time into do it. So you have to be careful, but you have plenty of tools that can help you to get this information. And one tool that I like for this, I'm sorry what I'm going to say, but it's SEMrush.
Okay.
I say sorry what I'm going to say for Asia. Okay. But yes, I love SEMrush, how you have the filter for toxic backlinks, the toxicity of your domain, how it's built. I really like it. I think it's really helpful. And I like to use this program to check it out. Yeah.
Any other tools that you also use in your work?
I use Ahrefs.
What are your favorites?
I like to use, for example, but I think, I don't know if the people know it. I think so. Ask Socrates. Do you know Ask Socrates? Good. There you see, someone doesn't know. Okay, Ask Socrates is a nice tool. It's like the one from Neil Patel. Other you suggest.
Okay.
Kind of like basically you can see what topics or questions people is asking.
Now I know what you're talking about. Yes.
So you know it.
It's
it's I like it.
It's similar to Answer the Public, right?
Yeah. Kind of. Answer the Public.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about technical SEO? How important is technical SEO in iGaming?
In iGaming and in general SEO, I think is one of them. There are 3 roots at the end. There are 3 pillars, and it's really important. You need to be sure that your content, your website is crawling, indexing, and everything is done well. Any kind of redirect is done well. So I believe this is really, really important. As it is on paid and it is off paid, technical has a huge part on this.
And what are the typical mistakes you see companies make when it comes
404
to technical SEO?
pages, I will say.
Yeah.
404 pages, grown Redirect, Redirect that they didn't do well, and not indexing pages that should be like you publish a new URL and you are thinking that everything is right, and after you realize that it's not indexed.
Okay.
I say that I am seeing these small mistakes, yes.
And what are your quick fixes? What would you recommend?
Well, some fixes that I would recommend for what exactly? Which process?
Yeah, all these
All these. For
And
everything.
for monitoring, like mostly, like how to catch them, how to make sure that they don't, because they small things, so that they're easy to forget, right? They just get lost in all the other work that you're doing. So what is like a good process that...
A good process, I think, is to use a tool like Screaming Frog and going through all your website and try to crawl your website like at least once each 2 weeks. If you can, depends on how big is your website. For a casino, each 2 weeks, you are not going to do it. You are going to do it one per month at least, in a longer time, because we are talking about many, many pages. But it's a good way to crawl and to see if there is any error and try to fix it as much as possible. Also to pay attention to Google Search Console, because there are alarms that could tell you, if you've been penalized or not, or you even have any issue if you don't have index URL. So I believe this tool will help you to have your technical part well. Ahrefs has also a really good audit. If you add your domain, you could run automatically an audit, and this could run every week. Also, you will spend credit, of course, but this is what I've been doing in another companies before, and it was working well because we could detect on time small errors that the ones I mentioned, or this, for example, you create a new article, you add a few links, and after a few time, there is one of the links is linked to a slot machine, to a slot page, machine, and this slot is not working anymore because they sometimes change the games and they remove the game, but they no one tells you. So there is the link there, and it's a broken link. Okay. So these kind of things, the way to see them, I would say that is running an audit. Is a good way to
stay on
see.
top of your audits.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's necessary. It's vital. It's vital. Vital.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jessica. Everybody who's watching, follow Jessica on LinkedIn, subscribe to our Odys podcast, follow me as well, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.